Okay, before we even get started, you need a business page. If you don't have a business page, you're messing up because you're literally capping yourself at 5,000 friends on Meta accounts. So yet again, if you have a Meta account, a Facebook account, you need a business page before you can even access a lot of the things I'm going to talk about today. You need a business page. Business page allows you to get over the 5,000 person threshold. You're not limiting yourself. And anybody who's doing business, the worst thing you could do is limit yourself, because it's going to limit your upside and your returns, and that's going to affect you long term from putting food on the table for your family. Hey guys, what is going on? My name is Paul Davis, the owner of P.F.D Media, and I want to personally welcome you to the training corner of the page, where I go in depth with my skills and show you screen recording of me working on whatever I am currently working on to help you learn the skills that you may need to run your own social media accounts. Let's get started. So before we jump into the necessary tools that are required or that you may need to manage your social media accounts, such as softwares, programs, backdoor operations, business accounts, etc., I wanted to get into talking why you should start a media channel or start putting out your own content and handling it on your own. One, it's very cost effective. For the average mom and pop business, they don't have an advertising budget or marketing budget. It's kind of word of mouth. It's very hard to get in touch and get consultation from a social media company or agency that would provide you, the landmine, graph, like the map of where all the landmines are, and help you navigate that world that takes a lot of attention to detail. And it's not as simple as just posting once a day and, maybe getting a few contracts. It gets to the point where you need to be able to post, read the analytics from said post, and then work off the engagement to create the next piece of content that is going to help push your business forward or your accounts forward. And a lot of that starts with having a business account on most of these platforms. So if you don't have a business account and you've been doing everything from a personal account, the thing I would implore you to start doing is to go ahead and open up a business account. One, at least on Facebook in this regard, maybe not so much to the other platforms, but in the terms of Facebook themselves, they prefer you to have a business page as per doing your personal page. One thing, there's no limits. When you're doing a business page, you take away the 5,000 person limit that Facebook has put on every Facebook profile. So if you have your personal account and you're doing business from a personal account, that's all well and good, but you're going to get capped eventually at 5,000 people. And then there's not always going to be interaction between you and your people, and then some people may unfollow you. There's a whole slew of things that can happen that can make you not succeed just working off a personal page. So that's one. So I'm going to press forward here and assume that at this point you've already set up your business page. And if you haven't, go to www.business.facebook.com, and that will actually lead you to your business page. That is www.business.facebook.com, and that'll take you to a business page. Now, once you have your business page set up, it's going to dive you into what is called the Meta Business Suite. And this suite is amazing because it'll allow you to do a couple things. One, it allows you to control both your Instagram and your Facebook post right from the back end, so you don't have to switch in and out of apps. We're going to dive in so that way I can show you. Okay, so we are here. I'm just waiting for everything to load up in the suite. I'm in the back end, or the Meta Business Suite at this moment, for the Keystone Stage LLC, one of the businesses that I help manage. And as you can see from the home screen, if this is what you're looking at, you're in the right place. As you can see, this is our home. We get an overview of our, so you have your goals, you set goals, you can see your insights, trends, audience. You can see your posts and how they're currently doing. So we have 49 people reacted to our latest post. This post has no text, 6:30. You could see your recent posts. You can get more conversations. They'll drop little tips in here for you, to-do lists, comments that you have to respond to. recent stories that you may or may not have posted, your planner, which we're going to be doing a ton of work in here, because this planner is a lifesaver. Your recent ads, see how much you spent, see what the cost per click was and how people did, your reach and amount spent. And then you can grow your audience, you can invite friends, send out invites, you could do content inspiration, you could see what other businesses are posting and see how they are doing with things and see what's getting comments from them. So as you see, when you come over here, if you have multiple pages, you can select any of those pages that you may be working on up in this corner, but we're gonna stay in here because I actually have some work to do in here today. So like I said, you'll get your notifications in the Meta Business Suite as well. We have messages from Mike Quinn in here. I don't handle most of those. There was actually another person that handles that section. But here you can see your messages that are coming through on Instagram, Facebook, Instagram Direct, all messages. If you go to the post and stories page, you can see a list of all your posts, the engagement from the posts, how it's doing, 59 engagements, some reactions, shares, etc. So you can see how some of the content is and is not doing. And as you go through this list, you can see, feed, grid, Facebook photos, A/B tests. You can launch all of this in there. Go to planner. This is one of my favorite spaces to go in because this kind of gives you the overview. So you can look at this week and month basis. So as of right now, Meta's really great about showing you upcoming things. So like International Coffee Day, Breast Cancer Awareness Month, World Teacher Day, National Desserts Day, World Mental Health Day. You get a lot of things that will just show you on the page to allow you, especially if you're somebody that likes to take advantage of like holidays and stuff, to share holiday type posts. That is a huge win, especially if you want to say you're going to be closed on, say, the 17th of October. Then it's an awesome thing for you to be able to put in a post that says, hey, sorry guys, that we're going to be closed 17th October, and you could schedule those out, maybe once a day at like noon or 3 o'clock or something. You can kind of schedule it out and let people know. So we're going to go in here to our current post details. This is a post from this morning. We are trying currently to convert people over to our YouTube channel and get them off of our Facebook, because we have about 4,000 followers on this account on Facebook themselves, and now we're trying to take that and convert some of those people over to YouTube for an easier viewing experience. We've had a lot of issues with Meta taking down our streams. Obviously, Meta is not a search engine, so you can't rely on people being always able to find their sets from the past or their photos. So at times it's easier to post some of that content elsewhere where it is easier to find, and that's what this first post at the top of the screen here was today. So now it's about 2:53, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to create another post. Now, here's an important thing. So when we're going into posts, I'm going to break this section down for you. So when you go, let me get back out of here. When you go to create, you can create a post, a story, you can even create an ad. You can then boost posts that have already been made if they're receiving a lot of traction or reactions, or they're getting a lot of feedback. You can then choose to boost that post and get even more leverage off that, since you could already see in the organic content that is doing so well. But in this case, we're going to create a post. We're going to keep it on the Keystone Stage Facebook page, and then we'll make a couple for Instagram here in a bit. But as you can see, here's your options. You can publish to both Facebook and Instagram straight from this account. You can post to groups. So if there's any groups that you're in and you want to spread the message into those groups and they're okay with that, obviously read the group guidelines before you go just mass posting in groups, because a lot of groups get really pissed off about that shit. So don't do that. Don't mind me for my language. It's how I talk. I'm a former United States Navy sailor. I don't have the cleanest mouth, so I pray that your kids are not in the room. So I do apologize ahead of time for any foul language. But in this case, so we can use a couple different things. If you go down to our text box, anything you type in here in this section is going to appear in the Facebook text or Instagram posts, depending on where you're posting it. Obviously, you have access to hashtags and emojis in here. If you're doing it off phone, it'll be a little bit of a different thing, but I will go through that at another time. It's kind of the same system. You can add photos, you can add videos, and you can use Vimeo templates, which is awesome. So photos, key thing. Facebook does not really give a crap about crop. They generally don't give you too much issue on photo crops in most cases. And they won't limit you on the number of photos you will upload. Now, if you're trying to take a post and post it both to Facebook and Instagram, and you're attaching photos, Instagram is the stickler on that. They either want a 4x5, a 1x1, or a 16x9 for their photo sizes. That is what they recommend, and that's what they go for on their photos for the feed. And this will post directly to the feed. So this does not post to Reels, this just posts to the feed. If you want to do Reels, you have to go through Instagram themselves. You have to go through the actual app itself. More details on that in another video in the future. So be mindful that if you're adding photos, Instagram is going to limit you on crop and quantity. Instagram only allows up to 10 photos at a given time in a post, and you can't mix photos and videos. So heads up on that. Just be mindful of your surroundings. So moving forward, you can add a video. Instagram, yet again, is going to be weird about videos. They are not a fan of 16x9 videos. So if you're adding a video to your feed on Instagram, they're going to give you all the issues in the world. They're going to say it's not cropped right, or this, or it's too big, or it's too many megabytes, it can't be over a minute. So just be mindful when you're trying to post to both platforms, because Instagram is a stickler. And then towards the bottom of this box, as you can see, we have a location optional, which I always try to tag the location. If your business or your page is located in a physical location and people can come to it, you best be tagging it, because it's going to target more people in your actual area compared to just being a wide post spectrum-wise on the internet. So let's go ahead and get this post set up. Now, like I said, am trying to convert business from, or clients, customers, viewers, watchers, consumers from our Facebook page, however you want to address them, your family, your peeps, whatever, from Facebook over to YouTube. Now, if I go into my YouTube, what you can see right here, this is the Keystone Sage YouTube channel. We have a lot of content that we've been posting here. And some of it's fresh, so it's not getting as many views. Some of it's not so fresh, it's getting some views. And then we have some of them down here that have higher end views as well. So let's take Mike Quinn here. Got a shareable link. Just copy that link and we'll say, do you like comedy? Do you like comedy? Because we love it. Comedians of all experience and ages to contest and work out. Oh, my grammar is not the best. Any week at our open mic. Will lead you to okay, so rough copy. Grammarly is a godsend. This is not sponsored, but we're gonna just go ahead and use them to correct that, and then we'll press enter, Control V, we'll share that in there. And now we're not being limited by our video. So I just started doing this. Like I said, I am trying to push content towards the YouTube channel, and then we'll tag video credit towards my media company, which is something you can also do in your pages, is you can tag other pages in your posts to draw attention to them too. So especially if you're working with somebody you can generally tag their page. Keynote, you can tag their page, but you cannot tag them personally. So, another reason for you to have a business page. And then we're going to go down to our location, and we're going to type in the Keystone Stage, and it should pop down here. And that's just going to help with our area. So, got a nice little copyright right in here, a couple lines, YouTube channel link, and video credit link. And now, normally, you can do a couple different things from here. So as you can see, we're only posting to Facebook because this type of post would not work on Instagram. We'd have to change up the whole context, the way it's linked. We can't put a YouTube link in Instagram, but if we clicked over and Instagram was highlighted, it would kind of give us issues. You can also do a call to action. You can get messages. You have your link preview. You can raise money. You can boost your post if you want to do it, and you can even change active times and when it's going to be live. So we're going to go ahead and schedule this for 3:30 today, October 3rd. We're going to save, and now, as you can see, it's 3:01, and we're at this. And I can even take that off, and it'll go back to the original link preview, which is kind of what I want to do. So schedule post. And that is the basics of scheduling a post onto the Meta Business Suite. So I think that's where I'm going to leave it today. A very brief intro into the Meta Business Suite, scheduling a post out, kind of the different features that you can use in there, and we will go over other things throughout the time frame as I'm filming these, such as when to post, how often to post, paid versus organic, etc., so on and so forth. So I'd like to thank you all for tuning into the Education Corner. If you got something of value out of this video, leave a like below, leave a comment to let me know how you're going to use this content. If you like the video as well, let me know what you think and what other type of content you want me to cover in this educational series that I'm running here. I am Paul from P.F.D Media. Thank you so much, and if you want to get in touch with us to work anything out, please follow the description or the links in the description below, and you can email us or contact us at our contact information. I've been Paul, that's been Education, and I'm out. Thank you guys so much.